Thank God it's Friday.
This is... Don't interrupt the man when he's telling a story.
You listen to the radio.
The request lines are now open.
Who's with me? Let's go! Come on! The biggest adult entertainment star in the world.
Well, it's a new podcast day. Steve McCoy, Vikki Locke, Tom Sullivan.
Haven't seen you guys in so long.
It's been like May, right?
I know.
No, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, we didn't get together in June at all, Steve.
You put together a podcast with Sandra Bullock.
We got together in July.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
No, we
did.
didn't.
Yes,
No, Steve. The drugs are kicking in. We
The
didn't.
love affair has gone. It's over. We're
I
fighting
swear
already
we
in the
were-
first 30 seconds of the show.
All right, that's a
We
that's
did
a
one
record.
in July 10th or something, didn't we?
No,
Whatever.
Steve, no. Remember,
Move
we
on.
wanted to, but we couldn't because the market was in town, America's Mart, and I was working, remember?
And Tom's herpes was flaring
That's
up.
right,
Yeah.
right. And
That's right.
Vikki said that her
Yeah.
drinking had kicked up again.
That's
so.
right.
Yeah.
It's-
As a
we
matter of
had
fact,
to
though, Tom,
postpone.
you do look a little hot or something, a little warm.
Well,
You
Steve,
okay?
Steve, it's funny you said that because my air conditioner, you know, when does you really need an accountant? What time of year do you really need an accountant?
April,
Right. When do you really need your air conditioner the most?
summer.
My unit was 25. Let me clarify. My air conditioner, not my unit. My air conditioner was 25 years old. It slowly got warmer and warmer in July. And
25 years? That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, it completely stopped, and it's now presently 90 degrees in my house. And we open the windows in the morning, put fans in there, but
You're going to have to get a new unit. Not
down
there.
but up there.
Yeah.
And so I found a company really reliable, and somebody on my street uses them. They came out. I did full research on them, and it takes 2 weeks to get it out to the house. So this Friday is when it's going to be installed. So get this.
in a
Though.
hotel.
Here's the best part. Our friends down the street have a huge house, a bedroom downstairs in the basement, and they're in Canada for 3 weeks. So we go down there at night from 10 at night till 6 in the morning. And we turn it down to 67.
Well, let's come over and party at the neighbors.
Party.
Yeah, I heard you were out of the house there for a while.
We are, Steve. It's really, you get used to the heat a little bit, but I'm saving a lot of money from Georgia Power right now, so I'm not running.
Well, we've been over 100 days of over 90 degrees, right? I think.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Well, Steve, you've been in the weather center. That's very. That's a good
yes,
stat.
in the weather center. Yes.
Glenn Burns would be so proud.
Yes, he would. And then I called my mom up in Buffalo because it's been 94 degrees up there too, and she has no air conditioning in the house that we grew up
Oh
in.
my God!
Ever.
Why?
And well, just never did. I mean, I remember sweating in the bed every single night of summer. It gets so humid and hot up there. Even when it's like 88 or something, that's pretty hot. But it's been in the 90s there too. But I called up. I said, "Mom, what are you doing? Let me buy you an air conditioner." She said, "No, I don't want one."
I'm in the car.
I said, Why don't you want one? She said, "I don't want one. Makes the house too cool." I said, "But that's the idea, Mom."
Yeah.
She says, "I open up the windows, get a nice breeze."
Oh well, that's good if she's comfortable with it.
So she is. She's comfortable.
Steve, that's just more money for your inheritance.
Yeah. Lots of money. Well, Vikki, you were in Paris for the last week or so. How was it there?
It was wonderful. It was hot there too, though.
Paris, Vegas.
Paris,
Yeah.
Paris, France.
Wow.
For my 25th wedding anniversary.
25. I couldn't believe 25 years have gone by.
I know, I
Mikey,
can't
Since your
either.
wedding.
But we had a great time, great food, great wine, great champagne.
Oh, did you go?
Champs-Élysées.
Did you have some incredible wine? The place you had that really expensive bottle that time.
That Tour de Jean? We didn't have an expensive bottle that time. I mean, this time around, but we did have some wine and some champagne, and it was just great. And the people were so friendly. It was right during the Tour de France, and so there was a lot of action going on. But it was warm. It was temperatures in the 90s. And when we were checking into the hotel, people were saying, "Oh, we're so sorry. We're so sorry about this weather." I said, "Trust me, we're used to it."
Was it humid though? Is it humid?
No, not really. I didn't think it was bad at all. We did a lot of walking. It was warm, definitely warm. But
Saw your pictures of Versailles. You went to Versailles.
I went to Versailles again, yeah.
Did
It
you go?
was great.
Did you go to the Eiffel Tower?
Yes.
Okay, so for those listening, that's where it all started 25 years ago.
That's right. And the funny thing is, back then was so romantic, and it was in February, so there weren't a lot of people. This time around, there were so many people because it's high season, and everywhere you look, there's a digital photo of a cartoon character not shoplifting, pickpocketing somebody. And it says, "Beware of pickpockets. Beware everywhere. Beware of pickpockets." And it shows how somebody very easily could slip into your bag. And I'm like, this is not romantic anymore. And people were looking around because they shove you into those elevators to go to the top, just like sardines. and everyone's fearful that you're going to get ripped off.
Yeah, somebody told me, I told somebody you were over there, they said, oh, she went during the high season. They're going to have to wait everywhere they go
That was
to
true.
get into places.
That was okay.
But it was all right, yeah. You went.
Did you see the Tour de France at all?
Yeah. Took pictures of guys on their bikes. It was great.
Wow, sure.
And in that heat, I mean, it was still in the 90s, maybe high 80s. I'm just thinking those guys, that's tough.
So you stayed in Paris the whole time,
The whole
right?
time.
Yeah.
Did you go see? So you didn't go to Elton's castle in London? Did you?
No, did not.
Did you guys fly over business class?
We did. We flew Air France. And this is a funny story. We're coming back, and there's a beautiful woman checking us in, and she says, "Oh, Atlanta." Goes perfect English. Do you happen to know anybody in radio in Atlanta? I said, as a matter of fact, I do.
Are you for real?
I swear. She goes, my brother has worked there for 2 years now. His name is Bistro, and he works at Streets 94 something. I said, it's a hip-hop station. I said, oh, great. I took her picture. I said, 2 years, your brother hasn't contacted you. So I went to his Facebook page, posted it saying, Nicole misses you. Nothing. Haven't heard back from him.
Wow.
So Bistro...
Wow, I've never heard of Streets.
Hey, where are the white women at?
It's a new
What
hip-hop
up?
station.
That's Star 94's changed names. Yeah, what up?
So what have you two done?
Yes.
Tom, any parties, any trips, any travel?
No.
Yeah, Tom, you said you were going to have a party pretty soon. You didn't.
Well, Steve, no.
So like August 3rd or something.
I am, Steve?
Yeah, your place.
Oh, wait, what's the same thing? Oh, I'm not having a party August
not?
3rd.
I heard on 11 Live.
Oh,
Christine Polero talked about it.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
She said, I'm coming to your house on August 3rd.
Well, Steve, actually,
tried to quiet her down.
Oh,
real quick.
that's right, Steve. That was last week. Yeah, well, she was going to give out the
Oh,
address.
Steve, boom!
Boom.
Gets him!
Boom.
Pins
Boom.
him down!
Oh, Steve, you're the
Guys,
viewer.
This is all
There's
political.
our viewer right there, Steve. Thanks. I wish you'd get our Facebook numbers up. Go on Facebook. But, yeah, I'm going to have a little party for Christine and her
2
husband,
seconds
Jim.
ago it was no. I'm not having a party.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the date's not August 3rd. In my database of events, I'm so busy.
Yeah.
I thought, August 3rd, I'm not doing
Yeah.
August 3rd. See, the Olympics start August 5th, and we're on hiatus for almost 3 weeks. And so towards the end of that break, we're going to have a little party, and I'm having Kara Kinnear and her husband and her cute kid, James, and their little baby. Wow. Yeah. Yes, but Steve, I would love for you to show up if you could.
Well, no, you
Park
didn't invite
cars.
us, but I've never been to your house yet. All these years
Steve,
we
you
were
turned
together.
down my advances to have you over.
Tom, when you said bring over mint-flavored condoms, I was out, bud. Do the people coming know you don't have an air conditioner yet?
No.
Oh, no.
I'll get it. This could be hopefully not the air conditioning people.
right,
Oh,
we
this
don't
is
have
Chuck
spa.
Boozer. Y'all remember Chuck Boozer?
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck. Oh.
But
Well,
hung up.
that
See, he's
happens all
mad
the
he didn't get
time.
invited either to the party.
Happens all the time. I'll see you.
Steve and Vikki in the morning.
Wake me up. I can't wake up. Talk to me, boy. Better have you naked by the end of this song.
What else we got?
Well, I saw Star Trek, the new Star Trek movie, which is awesome.
I
except
saw
for
too.
the ending.
Oh, I
The
didn't
ending
know
I
it was
didn't
even
care
out.
for.
I love the ending.
I didn't like
With the and the, you know what? And the,
No, I didn't like the fact that the villain.
Steve, you have to edit that out.
No, I think people that love Star Trek have seen it already.
No, they haven't.
Yes, they have. All I was going to say is when Spock makes the toupee for Kirk from the future, because he goes in the future and he sees what old Kirk's going to look like with the bad toupee, William Shatner deal, he brings him the new toupee from the future. And he becomes a more successful actor. He never ends up doing Miss Congeniality 2. We missed out on T.J. Hooker.
It just came out last week, didn't
I
it?
know, but people that love Star Trek go right away.
Oh,
so
okay.
anyway, and then I saw Ghostbusters, too.
Oh,
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Which was disappointing. You might like it.
is that the one with the women?
Yeah.
Okay, so was it good?
Nah.
We
she
should call
did.
Jennifer Brett from the AJC. She told me it was better than the original.
Oh, no.
She said I loved it more than the original.
Let's call her up.
Okay.
What about the one that's coming out with just the guys? There's one coming out with guys.
No, there isn't.
There's not? I thought
No,
there
that
was.
happened
Steve.
years ago.
No. I
70s.
thought they were going to put another one out. One with the women, one with the guys.
No, I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think so. But Paul Fig, the director, wrote this himself, and I don't think he did a very good job with the lines. They weren't very funny. They could have been much funnier with Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, who had all these hits. Bridesmaids was so funny. She wrote that with Maya Rudolph and all. They didn't let them write it. I can't believe they didn't let them put any lines in there.
I saw Zootopia on the flight. Have you seen that?
No.
It is so timely. It is wonderful. It is my favorite movie of 2016.
What's it timely for?
Because it's all about prejudice, and it's just great. Even though it's animals, you need to see it. I loved it. Cried, everything.
Oh, interesting.
We tend to cry more, though, when we're on a plane.
Okay, I sent Jennifer a text. Doing the podcast, can you join? Steve says Ghostbusters sucked. She says, what? I loved it. So I'll say, can we?
Of course you did. Every guy in it, they wrote every guy's part, made him stupid in it. Just stupid.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth was just supposed to be like your typical artists are the action heroes, and they've got the kind of eye candy girl sidekick.
Yeah, well, he didn't pull it off very well either. But anyway.
Let's see if we can get her to answer the phone. Hey, it's Steve, Vikki, and Tom having an argument. Now, Tom and I have not seen Ghostbusters. Steve has. He says it sucked, and you say just the opposite, right?
Yes, he is wrong. It is great.
No, it's not great. They made every guy so stupid in the roles that they had. Every single man in that role.
No, I thought it was fun.
It was okay.
Self-aware.
It was okay. I mean, the two girls from Saturday Night Live were very funny. Christine and, McKinnon. And what's the other girl's name?
Melissa McCarthy wasn't funny?
Leslie. No, Melissa McCarthy was okay, but Kristen Wiig was playing a very straight kind of scientific kind of role, so she didn't have much room. But why did Paul Feig write that thing, the director? Why didn't he let those talented women write some lines?
Well, that's a really good question, and that has actually been an issue that's come up. That that this is a reboot that obviously had the main characters women this time instead of men. So that is a legitimate point that you made. I think as far as the movie itself, I thought it was very self-aware. It didn't take itself so seriously. Obviously, Chris Hemsworth's character was a bit of a lark. But I liked the CGI. I thought they did a good job. But obviously, technology has progressed mightily since the first Ghostbusters. So it was cool to see all the nifty gadgets that they could employ to have ever improving looking ghosts. And obviously, there were a lot of Easter eggs for fans of the original. If you watched it, you may have seen some familiar faces. I don't want to give any spoilers away. But the reason I like this movie so much is because I like the original movie as much as I did. So I think it was a tribute in a way.
Yeah, it was. It was a good tribute to him, sure.
Boom.
But I just
Points
didn't...
for Jennifer. Steve, come on. You were saying before she was on how it sucked. I
didn't say the word sucked.
Yes,
I did not.
Tom,
I did not
Play
say
the tape back.
I did not say sucked. I said it was awful, though. But I just...
I'm here to bring our country together.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Make
I'm
America...
I'm not a divider.
Make America great again.
Yeah. Well, Helmsworth just played it so dumb. He was so over-the-top dumb.
But was he good at it?
I thought his character was he's the office manager that the four ladies hired to answer the phone, although he's not too good at that or much of anything else besides standing around looking hunky. I thought that was a very self-aware casting, though, because I think it was it sort of communicated like, yeah, we've got this guy, and he's basically here to look hot, so let's not pretend that we cast him to be Laurence Olivier or whatever. Let's just make some fun and make some lighthearted use out of his character. I thought it was just I think you may be looking a little deeply into this. It's kind of a fun summer movie at a time that our country I think needs to smile.
I agree with that.
Another point for me.
Yeah.
Yay!
But I just wish he would have let the girls write some lines. I mean, after Kristen Wiig wrote Bridesmaids, which was so uproariously funny, they could have added a lot more to this movie. And I don't know why he wrote it, but he did, I guess. But
yeah, that's a very valid point, and certainly raises the issue of the overall dearth of women directors in Hollywood. Some very bright lights notwithstanding. Ava DuVernay, for example, who directed Selma here in Atlanta. She's teamed up once again with Oprah. Looking forward to Queen Sugar coming out soon. But back to your point, I think it is a very valid observation that you have these four powerful women teaming up for a Ghostbusters reboot, and they're speaking lines directed by and written by the fellas. Not to disparage our brethren in the industry, but it'd be great to see some ever-widening doors opening for women in Hollywood as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, point made.
Yep.
Jennifer Brett.
By the way, Jennifer,
AJC.
have you seen Stranger Things on Netflix yet?
You know, I haven't seen that yet, but I'm hearing really good things about it. This is Winona Ryder.
Yeah, it's so good. I sat down last week and watched the whole thing, all 8 episodes.
Did you? You know, Netflix is really kind of putting down some stakes here in Atlanta. Jason Bateman right now is working on a new project for Netflix called Ozark. It's filming up in Cherokee County around Lake Allatoona. It is set in the Lake of the Ozarks.
Uh-oh.
To see if Netflix begins to establish an ever larger footprint here.
Yeah, they're very good. It's a very good series. Watch it. I think you'll like it. Winona Ryder's really excellent in it. All the kids are really great in it too. They're all Atlanta. They're filmed here in Atlanta too.
Well,
So
thanks
Stranger
for
Things.
joining us.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Jennifer Brett, the entertainment reporter for the AJC.
Always making time for us. Always nice for her to do
Got all
that.
the scoops. So much is going on here. You know, Third Rail Studios is set to open on schedule. I don't know when that is. There's a publication, a magazine called Oz, which is for film and television. And I was working out yesterday, and it came to our gym over at Buckhead Elite Training Studio. So I'm not sure, but that's. You know, I just love what we're doing now in Georgia.
So much is going on.
I was watching this thing, Stranger Things, on Netflix, and I had no idea it was filmed here, and it's about a kid that disappears in this town. It's kind of like a Lost kind of episode.
Oh, you'd love that.
I did, and I think you'd like it too, Vic. But the acting's really good. There's these 3 kids in it that I think are Atlanta kids, and there's a 4th kid in it, and it's got Winona Ryder's the mom. She's really, really good in it. Very, very good. And then there's a sheriff that's searching for the boy. Everybody thinks he's been kidnapped, but he really isn't. He's hiding out somewhere in the mysterious world and all this and that. It's kind of got a little mystery to it. So it's really well done.
Remember the days of just plain movie theaters? Now we have the big reclining seats, and now we have the lay-down seats like at Phipps.
I got a great nap.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You fall asleep. I've dozed off like 2 or 3 times in that. Of course, I'd been to Johnny Rockets there in the mall because we wanted something quick, and it was not good at all. The food, I'll never go back to Johnny Rockets. Their specialty is shakes and maybe a burger, but I had the patty melt. Disappointing. I had the fries. Maybe I had like a carb crash, but I dozed off halfway in the film. That was not a left turn.
That wasn't a left turn.
Steve.
No, I don't agree. I'm with you.
Yes.
He's talking movies.
Yeah.
Start talking about Johnny Rockets having bad food.
Because he said he went there before he went to the movie.
I know that. I know. But I just thought it was
Steve we haven't played that drop in a while.
Yeah,
It's
just
good
a fun
have
reason to
that,
play
Steve.
left turn. I didn't think we'd get to one at all
good,
here.
Steve.
So
hey,
anyway.
speaking of food,
Yeah.
I brought something I want y'all to try.
What's that?
This is really flaky. It's from the ocean. It's filled with iron and B vitamins.
Hello, that is so 5 years ago.
Oh, no.
I got it when I went to visit
Whatever.
Facebook.
Okay, this is seaweed, but it's a sriracha seaweed, and it's called Halo, Ocean's Halo.
Been there, done that.
So try it, but Vikki, do you
Didn't
like
like it.
spicy? No, you're going to like this. No, they're very flaky and thin. So take one, Steve. I'll bring one to you.
All right, thanks.
And see what
Seaweed,
you think, Steve.
huh?
Yeah, it's seaweed. It's very healthy. Healthy.
I don't
It's
like
like
it.
parchment paper.
Yeah, it's real thin. What do you think?
I don't
Vikki,
like
I
it.
don't want it. No, I'm not going to eat off to you.
It tastes fishy.
It's really good.
Oh gosh.
Do you like it, Steve?
No, I don't.
Told you
Oh,
you wouldn't.
fine. I love it. They're great to sprinkle on salads, chicken dishes. Great with a burger.
Isn't that funny? I knew I wasn't going to like it. I knew I
'Cause you
think
know what?
it tasted awful, and yet you handed it to me, and I take a bite.
You set
What's
yourself
wrong
up
with
for
me?
disappointment. If you had really gone in thinking I'm going to love it,
I don't think there's any way I could have talked myself into
all
loving
right.
that.
Well, okay.
Go ahead. Munch away.
I'll put it back.
Now I got a terrible taste in my mouth. Ugh. Can't get rid of
You
it.
guys don't like healthy stuff like that.
I know.
I love kale, but
You
not
do?
that. That's like paper.
It's seaweed.
Seaweed.
Hey, Jennifer Garner says she might be pregnant. You want to hear about that?
With who?
I don't know.
Is
Jennifer
it Ben?
Jennifer Garner, who me
Are you
pregnant?
reading the Inquirer again?
No, it's
I remember
it's
having a
Matt Damon.
conversation with Steve's mom.
You look great. Jennifer, can you just spell the pregnancy rumors?
How about that?
You hear about that?
He told me he's great.
Jennifer was leaving Giorgio Baldi in Santa Monica when Photogs asked her to confirm the baby buzz. She recently was photographed looking like there was a slight bump, though truthfully it could have just been a gust of wind in her dress. Okay.
I remember talking to your mom when I first met her, and she had a stack of National Enquirers. And I said,
Oh, yeah.
you don't believe that crap, do you? She said, well, yes, I do.
Oh, she does. Boy, I've been on the phone with her about Hillary stuff. She's got Hillary pegged for...
It's actually... Oh, what, she didn't like Hillary?
No.
Hillary is an alien, and everyone knows about it.
Okay, so the Democratic National Convention, they do have a lot more celebs than the Republicans. I think that the Republican set looked a lot better than the Democrat. Even Trump tweeted that out. Boy, the Republican convention, did you see any of it with Trump?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
my
did.
goodness. And how about Ted Cruz? Vote your conscience. And Trump stole the spotlight when he showed up. I love that.
You did love that?
I love it when he took it away from... I just think it's so out of the box different than what we thought. And same
So
with
now
Hillary.
you're going for Trump, huh?
Well, no, Hillary, I like that Hillary showed up. Normally the candidates don't show until the last night on Thursday.
Right.
Hillary also was there on the first night with a little satellite.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it. I can't wait for the debates.
I missed it all. I was in Paris at the time, but the only channel that we got in our room that spoke English was CNN.
Oh,
so
really?
if we did turn it on, it was all about the convention.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, the stars have come out much more so for the Democrats than the Republicans. They had Chachi, and who else did they have?
Chachi?
They had Chachi.
That's
Scott
a big
Baio.
name.
Yeah, that was about the biggest name they had, really.
How about Trump saying he encouraged Russia to hack into Hillary and try to find those 30,000 lost emails?
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw a video on Facebook with a bunch of stars singing, what's the song?
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
No.
Yeah, it's all the Broadway stars.
No. It was not Confidence. It was This Is My Fight song.
Oh, yeah.
By, what's her name?
Yeah. I know.
And they all sang in that. That was great. There were
Last
a lot of
night
big
they
names.
did What the World Needs Now with all these Broadway
I
stars. You
missed
missed that? Yeah.
Wow.
All the Broadway stars have teamed up and done that song.
But
Everything
Hillary
was-
did shatter the glass ceiling. I thought that was a great effect of the glass breaking. The first female presidential nominee. I do like that. So either way, whoever we elect is going to be groundbreaking.
It's going to be an
I
interesting
know you posted
debate
on
season.
Facebook, Steve, you heard Herman Cain say 4 words to describe Trump's, speech and everything, and then you put, I think we're going to die.
Those are my 4 words for him, yep. And then people were very funny afterwards, that, too. It's very sad to see Gary Marshall die while you were in Paris. Did you know that, Vic?
Yes, I heard that.
For years
well, how
and
many
years, didn't he?
movies has he done? I mean, if you're saying, I don't know who that is, I bet you do.
Yeah, Gary Marshall, the guy behind Laverne and Shirley, Happy Days, of course.
I mean, he did Pretty Woman, everything.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Julia Roberts.
Pretty Woman was probably his most famous one, don't you think?
Yeah, he talked about how the box snapping
Yes, I love
was
that.
all an outtake. He told Richard Gere to do that, and Julia Roberts actually laughed at it.
She had this great laugh. Do you remember
And they
that,
kept
Vikki?
that in. Oh, yeah.
I love that
Priceless.
scene. Did Betty Moats, her mom, pass away?
Yeah.
She did. She did. Wow. I had the opportunity to work with her when I was doing something for the Coors Brewing Company in the 90s. We did this thing called the David Lederman Show, and I was Dave. And Coors brought me a pinstripe suit and nice Cole Haan these nice shoes. We went out and we filmed, and she was my mom, Dave's mom. How Dave had his mom on all the time.
Yeah.
And we went to Kenny Rogers Roasters in a convertible. We had a film crew in the back, and we filmed all this stuff. And just doing stuff like Dave would do, throwing the Frisbee, getting out at the parking lot, going to Kenny Rogers Roasters, asking for Coors at the drive-thru. She goes, they don't have it, son. They don't have Coors here. But she was a great joy to work
Betty
with.
Moats?
Yeah, I really enjoyed her.
Yeah, she was an acting coach here in Atlanta.
She was.
Well, I've got the words that Julia Roberts said about Gary Marshall. She said, to know Gary Marshall was to love him, and I was luckier than most to have loved him for my entire adult life, and luckier to still have been loved by him because he was unconditional, inexhaustible, and magical.
Wow.
She said. Yeah.
More seaweed, dear? Oh, Steve, I don't want to talk with my mouth full, so let me just finish chewing before we continue.
Okay.
Oh, did you see this?
What?
Did you see? Hold it. I got seaweed stuck in my throat.
Yeah.
Did you see the Harlem Globetrotter who was hoisted up on bungee cords, in between 2 gigantic poles, 110 feet in the air? He swings back and forth, and then he makes a basket 60 feet away while It was amazing.
No.
It was just amazing. One shot, bam, swoosh.
Wow, when did that happen?
Saw it on Wednesday.
Good.
And by the way, Vikki, the days are getting shorter, and we're headed towards Christmas and the holidays.
How many days?
I don't know, but my buddy Ken Scott, who loves Christmas, has a countdown clock on his iPhone.
He's been all over the paper lately.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday doing magic out in Cumming.
Really?
He did a big story on magicians, and he was rated the top one in Georgia. And then in I think Tuesday's paper, it had that he was at some library somewhere.
He does a series of library shows. He's finishing them up today in Cumming, here in Alpharetta, 2:00, I think, and in Cumming tonight at 7 somewhere. One of the libraries. You can check it out at the library.
Did you see America's Got Talent last night on Wednesday night? They had the one of the winners, I think, from season 9, Matt Franco, who is the magician who has a show in Vegas. And he's just he did this beautiful trick, Vikki, where he does these. Steve, you would love it. You got to go back and watch it, where he does cards, and they go in the air, and then it's done with a screen also, and then he just makes the decks appear time and time through his hands. And I text Ken, our magician friend, said, "Hey, Matt did a great trick. Did you see it?" He goes, "It's funny. I'm texting him now. He's a friend of mine." So,
yeah, he's having a big convention here. Ken is.
Yeah,
magician
does it every year.
Are you going?
Yeah, yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, we should. We always get together, Steve and I, Vikki, with Ken at Maggiano's.
I know I'm never included. I'm
well,
never
you
invited
are
to
this
that
year.
little soiree.
You are this year. You are coming.
Okay. I'll be there. It'll be a magical night.
It will.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I got this coupon book in the mail from Dunkin' Donuts the other day. In the back whole ad said, "You've got to try our new cold pressed coffee." Okay. So I said, okay, but there's no coupon inside for it, but I want to try it. So on the way up here today, I cruise into Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, damn it. It's my Dunkin' Donuts
Don't
story.
leave us hanging.
Chuck Boozer. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Chuck I.
Hey, buddy.
I was trying to get to a better area. I called you twice and had a bad connection both times, so I was trying to get to another cell.
Dude, you did. Well, you're on the podcast with Steve McCoy and Vikki Locke. And
Chuck.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Hello. I love the show. Whenever I'm in town, I listen. I promise.
Yeah, good. Yeah, sure. Yeah. How's it going, man?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We're doing fine.
Chuck, why don't you go ahead and plug the radio station you're working for there in Rock Hill, North Carolina.
We are. We're on WRHI, AM and FM up here. It's 1340 AM, station that's had the same call letters in the same city for over 70 years, which is kind of an anomaly these days, but it's a little conservative talk. So we have Herman Cain and Sean Hannity and people like that, and me. I don't know why they have me.
Now you doing Talk in the Morning then?
Yeah,
I'm kind of, if you remember me, I'm not really a talk guy. I was more of a music guy, but so we're doing Chuck without the records.
Okay.
Kind of lifestyle, contemporary stuff, relationship. I'm 60 years old and she's 45 and divorced, and so we have a good play there.
So not politics though.
Yes, and your co-host is Freddie, right? Freddie Hammer.
Freddie Hammer's my co-host, and her real name is Frederica Hamor, and her dad had 2 girls, and Freddie was supposed to be a boy. And so when he had a girl, he still called her Frederica, so she's really Freddie. We call her Freddie.
Wow. So where are you, buddy? How's your new house going? By the way, he got a brand new house, and it's awesome.
It is awesome. We were living in a little bit. Is this all on? Am I the guest today on the pod?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're the guest, buddy.
I had no idea. I'm going to have my agent call here. Can the lights be adjusted or anything? Can we get... No, I'm just kidding. We bought this house, and we were living in this small neighborhood here in Rock Hill, South Carolina, just south of Charlotte, and on 2/10 of an acre. And so everybody had 1/5 of an acre, and so you're right on top of each other. And we thought we could do this. We tried it for 30 months, and we couldn't. So we bought a house out here in McConnell's, which is about 15 miles outside of town, and everybody has an acre. And it's God's country. And, I can see stars at night and take a deep breath, and we love it. And I'm going to die here.
Carolina's a beautiful state, bud.
Buddy, that's fantastic.
Steve is my Andy Griffith. Steve, aren't you my Andy Griffith expert?
Well, yeah, you called me up that one time to be on your show for that. Yeah.
That is so sad.
Yeah.
I would say that makes you an expert, Steve.
I don't know about that, but I do like Andy.
And for those who don't know, I also did a segment on your show called Sullivan Shops. And
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I haven't been on in a while. I don't know what happened. The check didn't clear.
Much bigger name on another line, I think.
Yeah.
No, you were great, Tom. Tommy. We loved having you.
Yeah, I always talked about fun gifts for mom and dad and Christmas and all the holidays.
Things that you had regifted.
Yes,
yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
If anybody knows how to shop, Vikki, he does.
Yep.
I do, buddy.
We just heard all about his air conditioner. That's for another time. He'll have to call you later.
Yeah, Chuck.
He's having a party August the 3rd. Come on down.
I'm having a party, buddy. You're invited.
Be there.
You and the missus.
When are you having it? What are you having?
No, I'm just going to have a little get-together by the pool before, we close her up for the winter.
And when is this?
It's going to be sometime in November.
August the 3rd.
Put me down. I'll have a new Speedo by then. Put me down.
A new Speedo.
Tom's got plenty of extras. Don't worry about it.
I sure do. What size do you need?
Well, it used to be large, but now probably extra tiny small will do.
Especially in November. Well, hey, listen, we are going to finish our little show here, and then I'll call you back when I get off the air, okay?
Sounds good. I'm heading for the ranch. It's good to talk to Steve and Vikki.
Hey, buddy. Take care, Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck.
It's good to hear you. It's good to hear y'all, okay? Y'all take care.
Thanks. You too, bud.
Bye, buddy.
See ya.
All right.
Chuck Boozer.
Chuck Boozer.
Used to be on Quixie AM.
Yes, I love
I think
Chuck.
he held the record for riding a roller coaster, the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, he did.
At
Remember
Confetti's.
Animal Crackers. It was Animal Crackers at the corner of Far Road there
before I
and
got here.
Peachtree. And
then it became Confetti, I think, didn't it?
No, Confetti was down the street about a few miles.
Sure.
It was something. It changed name. It used to be called
nothing
it
now.
was Animal
is it?
Crackers, and it became something big. It became
Nothing
a
ever
$3
survived
cafe. It was a
there.
$3 cafe.
Yeah, that's right.
And it actually started off as a car dealership way back in the day, in the 80s.
The 80s, way back in the days. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Vikki just went to France where all the buildings go back to 1100 BC.
Oh, how about
I
that?
know.
Yeah, and you see stuff in Atlanta and you realize.
We went to a restaurant that we had been to 25 years ago, and I just happened to ask, how old is this place? He goes, oh, it's only 80 or 90 years old.
Wow.
That was young.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of restaurants, I was talking about my visit to Dunkin' Donuts for the cold pressed coffee.
Oh, that's right. You left me hanging.
Yeah. So, and our whole audience is probably going, what happened to the story? So I go to the drive-thru and said, yeah, I'd like your cold pressed coffee. And there's this pause. What? I said, yeah, a cold pressed coffee, the new cold pressed coffee. She goes, do you want a French roast? What? I said, I just pulled around and said, I need the cold pressed coffee. You don't have it? And somebody else comes to the window. No, we have a cold brew coffee. I said, oh, yeah, that's it. I had the whole name wrong.
After the last few days, I've realized something. You're broken. Like a daddy long legs after the kids pull his legs off. It's just a little vibrating ball that can't do nothing for itself. That's you.
So anyway, I get the coffee, and it was okay. It was just like, I think it's just like an iced coffee. It's not all that. Have you tried it yet?
No, I have not.
Have you ever had cold brew coffee?
No, I have
It's actually
not.
better for you because there's supposed to be less acid in it for your stomach. So if you like cold coffee, I've been drinking it in the morning because I don't have any air conditioning.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're surviving.
Well, I mean, you just make do with what you have,
You sleeping on the floor?
No, we're
floor?
sleeping down the street at our friend's house.
That's right. So you're sleeping
But
in
during
air
the day,
conditioners?
though, we're there during the day, and I mean, I walk around nude a lot. And
what else is new?
Wow.
All right.
Still doing that freezing unit thing?
Yeah, Steve, the cryolitherapy. The Yelp came out and filmed a video about it, and I'm the customer.
Oh, really?
Who comes in.
Nice.
And, but yeah, I love it. That's been a saving grace for me, too, during the day. I go there just to get cold.
We should have the picture that I happen to have, I believe, here, before and after. If you haven't seen Tom in a while, Tom sent it to me. Let's see if I
did
can
send
find
it to
it.
you? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I was working.
There's the after.
Oh, I wish I looked like that. That guy is amazing.
Should I put that on our Facebook page? I'll put this on our Facebook page of the before and after.
Yeah, boy. If I looked like that, I'd never wear clothes.
Who is that?
That's Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, is it really?
All right.
Oh, he doesn't look like that.
All right.
He doesn't look like that anymore.
He does.
Yeah, who's he married to? Is Priscilla?
Some model, some famous model.
Oprah Winfrey came in like a wrecking ball as her Chicago studio got demolished.
Yes, I was going to mention that. We were talking about Oprah when, you know who was working the wrecking ball was Stedman.
Yeah.
On stage, too. I mean, a lot. I'm so, you got to go to the show, too. We got to at least experience going there at least once.
Right. Nothing like it.
Nothing.
Never
Mila
will be
Kunis
again.
gushes about Ashton Kutcher's secret talent. Sarah
I know
Silverman,
what his secret
Twitter.
talent is, and he did it on the show he was on where he did the whole show naked. Do you remember that, where he was naked at the very end? Because supposedly Ashton Kutcher is not shy.
Just let it all hang out.
Yeah, he's kind of like, what they say about the guy from Footloose, Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon's got an appendage.
It's supposed to be legendary.
It is.
Really?
Legendary, Steve.
Next to Tom's, it's supposed to be like a Whopper.
Wow.
I'm wondering, do you think Jason Bourne's going to be the top movie or Bad Moms?
Oh, Jason Bourne.
Yeah, by far the Bourne.
By far, you think?
You saw it, right?
I did. I saw a screening of it.
You saw Bourne already?
Yes.
Oh,
and it's really good. It's
Yeah.
not my favorite, but it's really good. I mean, he's aging, but he's aging very well.
he's in shape.
The story I liked. I didn't like. Have any of you seen The Danish Girl?
Yes, I loved
Okay.
it. Loved
the
it.
female lead is the female lead in this.
Okay.
She's a new character.
Yeah.
I didn't love her.
Oh.
That's the only thing.
Should you have loved her? Should we love her in the movie?
I loved her. I think she was nominated for an Academy Award in The Danish Girl. She was fantastic. She's a CIA agent. I'm not going to ruin anything for you, but she just didn't. I don't know.
Now, how do they explain that Bourne's been gone all these years?
Well, I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I'll
They
ruin
do explain it, though?
Oh, of course they do.
But there's a scene that they show in the trailer where he is shirtless and he's punching somebody, but he's in great shape.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Damon has really got it. Big trainer there.
There's a great article in GQ that instead of having the writers just interview him, they've got all his friends saying things about Matt, including Kimmel and Sarah Silverman and Julia Roberts and Ben Affleck, and I could go on and on and on. It is fantastic. If you are a fan of his, you've got to read that article. in
I
GQ.
am, and it's funny. I was just watching. I'm going through my TiVo, and there was the Jimmy Kimmel show that aired after the Oscars, where Ben Affleck walks out with a big, huge fat suit on, and there's inside is Matt Damon. Did you ever see that episode? That was so funny.
Well, speaking of late night guys, James Corden's one of my favorites.
I love him with the carpool karaoke.
Yeah, he's very
And
funny.
I always just watch it on Facebook. I never watched the show live, but
Yeah,
I
the
love
clips.
everything he's done in that carpool karaoke.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Well, that's one of the
thing.
bits that he does. Well, he also sent his mom and dad to WWE Raw. And you want to hear a little bit of that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
His
fun.
parents are very likable. You'll see why he's so likable, I guess.
We're here at the O2. How fantastic is that? And we're here to find out more about WWE.
I haven't got a clue.
Backstage on the WWE, and we're just going to go into the locker room to see if we can...
Locker room? I love the
She
locker
loves the
room.
locker room.
I think I might have to cover my eyes here.
Some of the wrestlers are naked.
Oh, he's big. Look who we found.
I love it when she gives me a hug because she's holding my butt the whole time she's hugging me. It's awesome.
Big Show, what's your sort of signature move?
One of them is what we call a chop, which is an overhand slap to the chest. So it's kind of like...
Oh, my word.
So how are you finding your experience so far in WWE?
Well, we're looking forward to tonight, aren't we?
We are.
We've
You
never...
got your spandex?
Made my claim to fame to be one of the baddest young brothers that put in this game. Is this what you wear?
There's women's pantyhose on it.
These are not wear pantyhose.
It looks like women's pantyhose.
No, not. I've always wanted to wear women's pantyhose on. I believe you must be pretty good at doing the promos.
I'm amazing at doing promos. I mean, I am the current Intercontinental Champion, and there's a reason that I'm
We
the
had a
current
continental
Intercontinental Champion.
breakfast this morning.
It's an Intercontinental title. You didn't have this in your breakfast, sweetheart.
Funny.
I've never seen the show actually, but one time.
Yeah, it's very good show. He does a real good job with. He brings out all the people. All of his guests come out at once, and they sit around and they chit chat on the couch.
And it's such an
together.
interesting dynamic.
Yeah, it is.
So different. I really like that too.
The Late Late Show. It's on after Colbert.
You just got a DVR.
And at 12:30 something. Because see, I'm taping Tonight Show and then Seth Meyers. So I'm going to dump Seth, I think, and go for this because I've got an old school.
He's funny, and he's so happy.
Yeah.
He's just a happy person.
Do you know, speaking of happy, you know who I really love as a host? And I'm watching, I tape every morning now at 9 is Live with Kelly, and they have different rotating guest hosts. I really like Andy Cohen. his personality because he's very high energy and up. Reminds me of myself a little bit without drugs.
Why aren't you trying to get on that show?
Well, because
You'd be
they're not
perfect.
looking for any kind of co-host.
Oh,
or
they're
anything.
not?
No, not this
Oh, I
time
didn't
like they
know
did
that.
before. What's his name? Michael.
Oh, how
Michael
soon
Strahan.
we forget.
Yes, but he's going to be debuting on September on Good Morning America full time.
Have you guys watched any of the Sunday night shows where they do Strahan doing the pyramid show, the game shows?
No.
They do.
No.
He does the $100,000 pyramid. Then they go to Family Feud with celebs, and then they go to Match Game with Alec Baldwin.
Oh,
You've got to be in your element. That sounds like a perfect Sunday night for you.
It is.
What
great,
network?
ABC.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I totally
Starts at like 8 o'clock.
out of the loop
Watch it.
on that.
See, I'm all about Ray Donovan on Sunday nights, but I tape it and watch it Monday mornings.
Match Game at 10 is very body, though. Very body.
Oh,
Really?
Is it kind of like a little risque maybe? Who hosts? Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin hosts. He gets very risque on
Well,
it.
Gene Rayburn got risque all the time.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, back in the 60s. they
Called
sure
Charles Nelson Riley a son of a bitch. I'll never forget that episode.
Did he really?
Yeah, because Charles slapped him again. Gene goes, "You slapped me, you son of a bitch," and they left it on there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's interesting.
Which I thought was amazing. And speaking of leaving things on you shouldn't, did y'all see the Today Show live from Philadelphia, for the Democratic convention? They came back at 7:40 out of commercials, and they always have like a bumper shot, of the city or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy painting, right there on the street on the side, and they show him on the side, and they pan around and get him from the back so you can see what he's painting. And on the back of his shirt is a slam against 4 banks. It says one, shitty bank. One says crooks, as of Chase. It's but shitty bank,
really?
SHITI bank.
Oh, really?
On the Today Show, and they held on it for like 4 seconds.
They probably had no clue.
No clue.
Mm-mm. No, did Matt or them
No,
say
no
anything?
one said anything about it.
Really? Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Of course, I immediately took a picture and tweeted it out.
Did you?
Thank God.
Yes.
Policing the airwaves.
Yes,
Tom
let
Sullivan.
everyone know. Hey, speaking of the airwaves, when Atlanta and Company comes back from vacation after the Olympics, we are supposedly going to get a new set. They're going to
What's
replace.
wrong with your set?
They're going to replace the flowers. No, seriously. Supposed to get a new set. And speaking of the Olympics, I'm really looking forward to the Summer Games.
Do you guys have pictures? Because for those of you that don't realize, back in '96 when the games came to Atlanta, we didn't have Facebook. We didn't have our cell phones. And I can't find any of the pictures when we were there at what became Centennial Olympic Park. We were there for the announcement with Rob Stadler making the announcement live.
I've got one picture
when he was in Japan.
Wow.
Tom was in the ceremony, the opening ceremonies.
I have pictures of all that.
We need to post some of that. I can't find anything. I know I have it in some random box someplace in my house, but I can't find anything.
Got one picture of us sitting down at the table broadcasting when Rob was making the announcement, and that's about it. That's the only one I know.
Tom,
Yeah, I
you've
don't
got
have
it. You're a
pictures.
saver. You've got to find something. I mean, that was just a great party.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I was there. Lenox Square sent me to the opening ceremonies. It was unbelievable. They had extra seats when they became the TED afterwards. They took out a few thousand seats. But you know who sang at the opening ceremonies, don't you, Vikki?
Was it Celine Dion?
Yes, she sang this song. She called it the highlight, one of the highlights of her career thus far. The Power of the Dream. Remember, you guys sent me down there to cover the opening ceremonies.
Yeah, it was great. And you cried. I cried watching it on
And
TV.
I had put together this thing for 6 hours, and it won that was the first year they did it. It won a March of Dimes Radio Award.
The Air Award.
The Air Award. I won an Air Award up against, the news station. And it's a 3-minute capsulation, and let's listen to it right now.
It was Friday afternoon, and I was thinking to myself, I sure wish I had a ticket for opening ceremonies. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, came a ticket to opening ceremonies from Lenox Square. I was going to opening ceremonies. Could I be dreaming? No, a ticket from Lenox Square. What did I do to deserve this? Would you believe pass out 3,000 shopping bags at Christmas? Outside, people from all over the world were gathering to witness the beginning of the opening ceremonies for the 26th Olympiad. And more importantly, it was right here in our home, Atlanta.
I have great expectations. I'm really excited for the show. I know the beginning's supposed to be spectacular, covering all the 3 hot topics, the 100th anniversary, the American South, and women in sports.
I was greeted by friendly faces from all nations.
Je peux parler français si vous voulez. Qu'est-ce que vous voulez que je dise?
Où êtes-vous chez avec quoi?
À la cérémonie des Jeux Olympiques ce soir. Et tout commence ce soir.
What does that mean?
Everything's starting tonight. We're at the opening ceremonies of the Olympic Games.
It's great. I'm from Salt Lake City, and you've done a beautiful job. In fact, they were just still paving the parking lot as we drove in.
I noticed that.
That's what I call finishing right on the nick of time.
Did you walk through all that tar smoke?
No. That was just, it was perfume to us.
Hundreds of people looking for tickets to the opening ceremony.
2. How much are you willing to pay?
About 4.
400 each?
Yeah, it looks like you can get them for about 4 out here.
Parents brought their children. What are you looking forward to most at tonight's opening ceremony?
Them throw the torch in the big thingy.
Yeah, me too.
Lighting the torch.
Did you see the torch run through your neighborhood?
Uh-huh.
Do you ever heard of Steve and Vikki?
No.
What do you want to see most inside?
Probably the Dream Team.
Yes, I'm from Atlanta. We're down from Roswell for the opening ceremony.
Hard to believe it's here after so many years of waiting, huh?
But it's great. It's here and we're here. And David, who is our youngest member of our group, who's 7 years old, for his once-in-a-lifetime experience here.
Ever heard of Star 94, Steve and Vikki?
No.
On the way into Olympic Stadium, you could stop by any one of the many vendors lining the streets and purchase just about anything.
All right, tonight I got Crystal Bay right here. They're going for $1. I got mango fruit punches, 50 cents. And I got sodas for 75 cents.
Barbecue sandwiches.
I smell the smoker now.
And pig and chicken and steak.
Oh,
sweet. Parking wasn't a problem if you had the money.
50. Yeah, the TV warn't in that long.
Once safely by security, we took our seats for what has taken over 6 years in planning. Was to be witnessed by a crowd of over 85,000 and over 3 billion watching around the world.
Let us rejoice and let us resolve that these Olympic Games can reflect a hope for a brighter future.
I declare open the Games of Atlanta, celebrating the 26th Olympiad of the modern era.
The International Olympic Committee has awarded the 1996 Olympic Games to the city of Atlanta.
But that gives me chills. I love seeing,
Then I bought my
Celine.
Olympic seats that I've got, the 4 Olympic seats.
I did too. I bought them.
They're on my dock.
Oh, okay.
I sold mine. I had to have them. I went to all the auctions that they auctioned all the stuff. I have a dual metal cabinet that came from one of the sporting venues, I think the Olympic Village.
And you ran with the torch, too. You did it all.
I did. I never got to run the torch, but you guys,
I
covered it for the morning show. I did it from 6 a.m. that morning with Kevin Steele in the middays, Craig Hunt afternoons, through the nighttime with Nudge. And I covered it for that entire day. And it was so emotionally overwhelming. I cried running alongside it. It was just the greatest feeling. And do you remember how many thousands of people were lining West Paces Ferry?
Oh, yeah.
And it was late getting there by an hour and a half. What a great moment for our city.
It was great.
And Muhammad Ali lighting the flame.
Best kept secret. Nobody had a clue.
Yeah.
And Michael Phelps, he's already got 18 golds. We're doing so well in the trials.
Smokey McSmokerson.
Who is that?
Michael Phelps.
Oh, they call him Smokey
Well,
McSmoky?
remember because he got busted for smoking that bong? He
Yeah.
had all those pictures.
Oh, yeah.
But he says he's really cleaned up his act.
I know. He's got a kid, and he says he's all sober, and so hopefully he'll do well.
That should be about it, I guess, for us, huh? Don't you think,
Hey,
guys?
before we go, I got some more seaweed if anybody wants it.
No more seaweed, Tom, please. No more.
Snack on this.
No. Happy anniversary, 25 years.
Thank you.
Yeah, 25
Thanks
years
for
ago.
the party invitation. And for all of Atlanta, make sure we'll get the information about Tom's party August 3rd. We'll get
August 3rd.
the address for you and put that up on
May
our...
not be August 3rd. That's why he's being so
Right. No, see if it is August 3rd. It's going to
Find
be at
out.
Lake Lanier. Dog
No.
number. What's your dog number? It's we're coming up there.
Well, thanks so much for listening in.
Y'all enjoy the Olympics. I'll see you August 3rd.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Wouldn't want to be on.
Steve and Vikki in the morning.
Wake me up. I can't wake up. Talk to me, boy. Better have your jacket by the end of this song.